Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Union of Numar, Triple Crown for the Lowlands. Taiwan, do you have a bit of terra incognita on you? Oh no, it's just a really high mountain. But I don't see the equivalent in these really high mountain places. Maybe it's because it's a really steep mountain. Really? Come on. I don't really know, but I don't think the mountain on... It really does look like terra incognita. It is! Is there a lake on the top of that mountain or on the other side of that mountain? See, when you start giving me 3D terrain like this, I know it doesn't really matter that I can't see the other side of it, but why not let us rotate? There's obviously something I'm missing. And Taiwan has that. Who actually colonized Taiwan? Oh, Portugal colonized Taiwan. And China instead went down there instead of going to Taiwan. Oh, and Japan's being pushed back off the peninsula, although... Actually, Korea has a lot more provinces now. How much fun would it be playing over there now? You're actually big at... Then again, you still have the big blob of Ming to deal with, but they're your friend, I think. Oh, and I was looking around. Oh, man. Look, yeah. I doubt they're not quite the nicest of shaped countries, but Syria, Iraq, Persia, Armenia, Georgia, I think all these broke out of the Otto Derps. Remember they was one of the big blobs. You know, they had like all the land up here. Sort of like there-ish. They had Poland, I think. And they stretched all the way to, well, Algiers managed to hold them off about there. They went down here, they was all down here. Coptic surviving. Now, Ethiopia, you were eaten. I'm sure you were eaten. Well, I guess not. Funj was definitely in there. Adesha, Mogadishu, all of that was in them. I mean, Russia hasn't broken up. Well, we've got Mexico breaking free from France. I think that's partly because they were blocked in by us, and I guess there is the English War. Now, we're still waiting on you to fall. And ideally as soon as possible, because, you know, coring needs to get started. Terror Australia. You're still... Yeah, colonial government. Don't care. That's the siege I was talking about, and it's fallen. Which means I need to talk to Austria. Is there any... 28... Minus 28 plus 14. I think we hold on. There's a good few that are close to falling. Wait. Battle of Krakow lost? Oh, yeah. They're all going well, actually. You come up here. I don't think we're going to take that, but it'd be nice to, you know, F them up. Okay, and close up all the access. As you can guess, I'm starting a new recording session. Well, you know this because I believe how I ended the last one, I stated that. But, yeah, you know. I'm going to be keeping the admin points. If I could fill up on admin points, that'd be lovely. Because I know some of them provinces I'm going to be trying to core are going to be, like, hundreds of admin points. Yeah, I'm going to try for the smaller ones. Make sure I get the smaller ones anyway. Luxembourg, yeah, because you're part of my crown. You're not at the moment. I should point that out. I know you're not at the moment. 690. Just disappear for now. Yeah, I know I'm at war. I'm not investing in that idea. I need admin points. Rebel Rising. 90% Norwegian nationalists. But I can't do anything about the Norwegian nationalists. For Christ's sake. What's the chance of them ticking over? The faction has a 75% chance of increasing its progress by 5. 75%. I'm going to have to fight the freaking Norwegian nationalists because Russia occupied my land. Actually, no, you're now an army of 3. Wait for the other guys. 28. 28 could tick. Screw it. Get peace with Austria. Super peace. Oh, it's Austria, this, isn't it? Yeah. So demand tribute. Nothing changed from when I last looked. Send offer. They've accepted our generous offer. Siege falling to the rebels. I don't need to fight them. Now let's talk to Portugal. The port of the Gauls. First things first. I never took the Turk Islands. Which is fine, because without the Turk Islands... Oh, no, wait. 106. No, we're not taking that. Last time I did take that. I was going to say I thought I took the Turk Islands last time, but I must have forgot them as well. But basically taking the 3 large islands here from them. Now, Puerto Rico is a large island as well. It's just he doesn't own it. I think Puerto Rico is about the only one there that isn't... well, these ones are the only ones that aren't scaled up. The rest of them are. But I went over the 100% extension, and that is a stupid thing to do. Now, I forgot your name. You're in the wrong colonial region. So despite the fact that you're the war goal, I'm not taking you. I'm going to have to try and figure out which one that one is, but for the time being... Okay, so I can take it all, I just have to click it in the right order. So I need 23% war score. See, we're not taking all that much from them. Because, yeah, I have to create this colonial colony. We can finish off that colonial colony next time. Then, if we go to war with them again... Well, when we go to war with them again, we could finish it off. But also, we could maybe start taking... Just make me laugh that Portugal got this. So, again, Portugal got like a little chunk of South America, like in the real world. But instead of getting that, they got that. Oh wait, there is one more province, isn't there? And I forget its name, because it's terra incognita to me. It's not you. Sort by war score, actually. It's not Uruguay. I should have known it wasn't Uruguay. And Yakut just sounded so Yukon-ish. There we go. And can I rob some money from you as well? Really? Over 2 grand. Oh, 2 grand. It's complaining about aggressive expansion. It's gone up, but it shouldn't, because all of that is in a colonial region I own. Yeah, it is. So we should be under 100%. Fingers crossed, guys. I never started a timer. I don't even appear to have a timer open on my webpage. It's a new timer. No, I'll use the old one. Let's send the demands. Get out of this war with Russia. Actually, I should have checked. I can't do it now, but would I have been able... Oh, we have no diplomat to even check. So would I have been able to have made peace with Russia? Colonial Rush. Accepted our generous peace offer. Now... 95% on the Norwegians. This is... Right, I don't want them to break free. I'm not in a state to deal with them. So despite the fact it's only 2.4%... 4.4. I'm just going to tweak up the autonomy here. We don't make much money from these lands anyway. But because the revolt will be based off my situation, not like the situation in this region, I feel we would, still end up being having to fight a big thing. There. Now I'm guessing you're going to be terrible as well. Yeah. 4.4%. Yeah, that's reduced them a lot, and we've got a lot of things starting because we've taken so much overextension. And it appears we've taken the Norwegian... Oh, there's Norwegian Patriots. But the big threat has gone now. Norwegian Nationalists. Looks like it's gone. Overextension is dangerously high. Sort by cost. We've only taken stuff in the area where we want to create it. So... how many points do I have left? 270. I want to get what I'm going to consider the capital, which is Havana. Cord. Okay, and we can get one more. So these three I haven't had the points to core. We're not quite over 100% overextension, so we're not going to get as many bad events. And when are these going to finish? Well, I ended the war quicker than I did last time. It was 1771 before. Oh no, that's a building. Damn it. Okay, I finished it almost within a month. Are you guys going to... I might have to drop in and reload, because it looks like my... Oh no, my vassals are moving? Yeah, good, they're moving. And this is a military coalition. See, who is the coalition? Alaska really wants to join, but you can't. You're a colony. Oh, you are. Why are you? Aggressive expansion. You know, it's ticking down. You're over the 50. You should drop out, shouldn't you? Our relations, improve relations. There we go. Military access from Venice. That's fine. You guys need to come back to my land. Now, what I did last time is, because at the moment we're obviously having to try and reinforce more than the manpower that we have. Well, although money isn't the problem, it soon will be. You come over here. I'm manpower is, so I want to reinforce slower. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new unit and put them in here. Right, I can't use them, I've got to use the big ones. So I'll fill them about so that, like that's 2 units with over 1,000. So I select you, and I consolidate you down, and we keep the 2 units. Merge them back in. Usually when they're not in as terrible a state, you can do this a little bit, you know, easier, a bit quicker, but 500, I haven't got enough to get you over 1,000, have I? No. So we can't consolidate them down anymore without losing something. But you and you get over 1,000. And just keep checking this every now and again. Again, this is a very bad example because usually it's a hell of a lot easier. Ah! Yeah, usually I'm looking at things like this. Where, look, still, it's 4 units and just over a n minus 1 times 1,000. If it's over n, if it is over n minus 1 times 1,000, n being the number of regiments, you can consolidate it down without losing any of them. See, there. I think this one might have got very broken last time, but I ended up having to go over here and fight some rebels, and I did it after that situation. So, yeah, you're too small. You two are definitely too small to work into that. And you're 1, which is fine. Let's have a look at some of you around. Oh, you are black flagged and you're coming back over here. You might give the option for some of the others to swap out. It's not the navies I want to be checking. Why are there so many small armies? Guys, merge up. Come over here. Actually, Detached mercs. I really wish you'd let me select the detached mercs. Mercs die. You, do you have any mercs? You're all mercs. In a fully reinforced state. But you die. Again, money isn't a problem. But I don't want the mercs. And die. Merge up. Detach mercs. Select the mercs. Die, because I want to know how big my army actually is. Detach mercs. Select mercs. Die. I think you're all heading to the right place, but we'll just try that again anyway. You're all off to the same place now, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Good. As for down here, we're going to have some fights as well. Although you are fully reinforced, because of course the front where we weren't fighting anymore was the one where they got the reinforcements. You come here. You didn't get that, but I don't think I actually ended up with an army down here last time. So I'm still referring to the time when I didn't record the voice, and then in a hissy fit I deleted it all instead of, because I was going to give you it as a sped up and, you know, alternate history type thing, but it annoyed me, okay? EU3 should be able to consolidate down to 1, yeah. Well, to 1 that needs reinforcing, I mean. And it also slows down your reinforcement rate. A lot of people do it to save money when they've got no money, but the thing is, it also reduces the amount that you need to reinforce. Because you can only reinforce, I believe it's 50 per unit, so by going from 3 units to 1. It's why also, when I have manpower, I would like to be able to do the opposite. Instead of consolidating, I would like to spread them about. And there's room for the button. Just turn the arrows around. I recall... Okay, I can't improve relations with Bohemia, we already have. But let's have a look on the Love Me map mode. Austria doesn't... Bavaria? I almost got a plus 100 improved relations with you already. You're still Austria. Brunswick, actually, because you're going to be able to be eaten. If we can get you... Oh, yeah, we've got no improved relations with you, so we can do. Oh, we have no diplomat to send. I'll wait for 8 days. And try it with a Hansa as well. Because for Hansa, you might have... Are you a VAT? No diplomat. Come back from there. We're at 96. You've almost improved it all the way. Austria and Sweden. That's basically, I'd be declaring war on Sweden then. So if it's declare war on Sweden outright, East Frisia would join, Bohemia wouldn't. None of my allies would join in that war, though. Whereas if I was to do it... None of my allies would join in, Austria would. So, we wouldn't be doing that. Or we wouldn't be doing it that way. Yeah, I can't really... Actually, Brunswick has a core on it. So it might be better to hand it off to Brunswick. But either way, we've got that ability to declare that war. I'm guessing Prussia and Bohemia will siege up a lot more of this. You guys are arriving in town, so I can consolidate you down. You're meant to be going there, mate. Let them all get in there first, and I can, work it out a lot easier. Revolution. Okay. We don't need one of them, okay, guys? There is no need for us to have a revolution. You all love me. 2 to 3. 4 to... Okay, select you. Consolidate. Merge up. And I keep checking here, because ideally, I want to be gaining more manpower than is reaching the men. And we're actually only 7,000 in debt, because we didn't do that badly. But if we're gaining more than is reaching the men, the manpower reserve will regen. Create a new unit. And I might as well put the cannons... Now, the cannons are basically already done. There we go. So I think that's about as small as I can get it. You guys actually merge up. Create a new unit. 9, 8. 3 to 5. 4 to 3. I can't do any more with that. Consolidate, merge in. Create a new unit. Instead of doing that with a 6, if I was to do that, the big 6 would be little 4. Yep. Merge in. New unit. Little 6, big 4. Yep. Select you. Merge in. That's the way I should do it. Instead of doing it in bigger groups, in that case, there was lots of them. I could have probably have got a few more of these dealt with. Like the 900, pairing it with a 96. Taking it maybe to like 1 over. In this one's case, I don't think it'll make much of a difference. No. It's fine. Merge in. Creating a unit. All of you are fine. To be honest, it's only one more tick to reinforce them all, but it does slow it down. And if, to be honest, also doing this, if you go into a fight, you're better off with 1 or 2 weakened ones than you are with a load of them. But this way you don't have to recreate the unit still. You are already been dealt with. You've already been dealt with. So have you. So have you. 5 and 5, yep. I completely forget I have them troops there. I think the war with France, I'm not going to be able to intervene in it. It just keeps ticking up. And I think part of their war score was Mexico, or was going to be Mexico, which doesn't really make sense now because it's not free. Oh, and we have a crap ton of money. So what buildings could we build? Diplotech, again, sorry, I forgot this. We don't spend Diplo points on that piece, but in my head where we have to keep MASH. We only have one of these, we've got one. Okay, well, let's just see what other unique buildings we are, because we have money. +1 diplomat, hostile core creation cost on us increases. Well, I wouldn't mind a diplomat. Let me just check something first. Where can I build arsenals? Because it is a lot of manpower, which is fair. Sorry, not arsenal, conscription center. Arsenals can be built. They're basically the places where I'm going to be building the conscription centers. Now, actually, Admiralty, leaders without upkeep, Embassy, a nod to the Norwegians, admin points wise, a university tech cost down, Fine Arts Academy stability modifier, land force limits and land force maintenance. I like the idea of that in Yellow Prestige. Tax assessor I don't have a tech yet for. Grain depot. It's got to be on the border? No? Oh, it has to have grain, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. Get the land force limits up. And the rest of this money is going to be spent on these 2 types of buildings. But we've definitely got enough to get some tech. Pick you, 10% discount. The next one we're ahead of time on. Which I think gives us a bonus because, it'd be ahead of time. Allow client states and advanced casus belli plus research at level 22. Or past level 22, so I could have client states. Nice. Yeah, that's all good. We could try to convert the places that... but religion doesn't actually bother me all that much. You're going to be staying here because... rebellion should be quite high over there. Overextension's high, that's not what I'm bothered about. Portuguese patriots. Already at 75% autonomy. And that much unrest still. Yeah. T, okay. Give a free diplomat. Okay, you guys aren't moving. End of the episode, we'll go in and reload, see if we can sort that out. In the meantime... what is Mexico's capital? It's on the coast there, so I'll be able to take them down to a 1er, I think. I don't use a fleet. You have to be able to... oh, English Mexico's probably in the way. Yeah, English Mexico's in the way of going around the other way. You start trying to come out and help with these rebels. Are these guys at least... you're moving about, it's just... Rotterdam who seems to be not. You know, the individual little stacks are dangerous for you. I'd like to point that out. I'm going to be dealing with rebels, so I don't want to lower my money. And I know it'll tell me when I'm having the revolt, but it's because I'm dealing with rebels in the other countries. As far as I'm concerned with my colonies, I should be dealing with them as if they're my own. In the meantime, I want time to progress so that some of these arsenals finish. And then we can build conscription centres. Oh, and you see our manpower's going up? We only need 890 to reach him this month. Or will not reach him this month. We need more, obviously. Poland made him release Cologne. Cologne, did you have any other cause that are useful? No. I was going to say, I was considering just saying, well, you're now one of me. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Oh, Bavaria is going to become the Emperor. Can I finally join the League? We cannot join this league when we have a truce with the Emperor. Oh, right, fine. Oh, and that's why Prussia Bohemia must have just made peace. Yeah. So Austria, well, lost a bit of land. They lost a lot of land, 'cause I think these was given to Austria. But they're still going to be paying us good war reparations, aren't they? In fact, they'll be paying them better now that they're unsieged. Yeah, good 8 point something. It's a tenth of my army they're paying for. Excellent. Colony sustaining. So just be paused for a second. So where else can I colonize? Colonial map mode, please. That looks reasonably safe and cut off. It's a 2, it's a 1, it's a 1. I mean, that's all terrible land, but let's take the stuff next to Great Britain. So, oh, it's also the highest base tax, but let's take that stuff so that we can get... so we can, like, hold off them getting anything else. Time needs to progress. Revolution. Decades of oppression. Bullcrap! You haven't been alive for decades. Okay, you're still a colony of mine, that's fine. And my army is going to come and help you deal with your rebels. In the meantime, it looks like you are, but you could really do... Cancel the military access. I would like you to cancel the coalition. Oh, and I've loaded in, so I'll do it after this episode. I was going to say, I don't think they're set to supportive, and I think unsupportive they'll help deal with each other's rebels. I'm hoping, anyway. Okay, you've left the military coalition, good. And please say you're doing something to your troops now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I thought they'd fix that paralysed bug. Obviously not. Fully reinforced. A 22 stack. An extra cannon and an extra horse. And the only full army is currently in a colony. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time we have for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.